Honestly, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Hey! The plan was simple. Meet a subscriber, play some paddle, call it a day. But of course I got completely lost trying to even find the club. Today's episode all starts at the train station.
What's going on, guys? So after my grade 4 tournament win video, I put a post out on YouTube looking for a partner for a tournament, the grade 3 in Ilford on the 27th of April. I wanted to partner up with one of my subscribers and get the community involved. Had some amazing people message me wanting to get involved, but I had to pick someone. I went with a guy called Deep. Thing is, we didn't get into the grade 3. Didn't make the cut. Deep hasn't got an LTA ranking currently, but he soon will, I'm pretty sure on that. And my ranking wasn't good enough, I'd imagine. Not sure if it goes on a combined rating or not. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Either way, we aren't playing Ilford. But today is the 27th of April, and I'm on my way at the train station to partner up with Deep at a brand new club in Basildon, Padel Stars. And we've got a match booked against a guy called Sid and a former top 800 ATP Tour tennis player, Rob Carter, who you've probably seen in some of my videos before. It's going to be a super tough game for sure. Can't wait for it. Cut to me when I arrive at Padel Stars. Thanks, mate. Take care. Cheers, mate. All right, so we've made it. We have made it to Basildon Sporting Village, which is where Padel Stars is. Don't know whereabouts it is around here. I'm going to find it. That's the kind of guy I am. No, yeah, I am going to find it. I think it's over there. Can you see it? All the way over there. I'm going to go over there. That's the kind of guy I am again. Guys, it's just the kind of guy I am. I actually found myself in a field where I can see it. It's over there. I'm in a field. I actually think I'm going to have to go Bear Grylls on this. Everything that's like, okay, well this would be easy to get in through. It'd just be so easy just to go here. Not happening. We go around this this football pitch. At this point, I'm not sure whether there's even going to be a match, so I'm not going to be able to get there. Honestly, this is absolutely ridiculous. Look at this barren land I'm in. Just trying to get to the ruddy paddle courts. I've gone all the way around it. One thing I can confirm, Padel Stars has got immaculate security. There's nowhere in. You wouldn't be able to get in. Good grief. Car's actually coming, maybe to pick me up. Didn't happen. They don't help me. They've been lost. They've been lost for weeks. Part of me just wants to ask someone what day it is. So I spoke to Rob as well. Rob actually is centre manager at Padel Stars. He said I've got to go through the leisure centre, the actual centre itself. So that's what I'm going to do. Get straight through. That guy's apparently been running for 72 hours. Can't find his way to the football pitch. I'll tell you right now, I know exactly where the football pitch is.
Now I'm just going to say something real quick before we actually find the club, crack on with meeting Deep and actually rock this match out. I was walking for an obscene amount of time. And yes, it does make sense to be able to just go through the leisure centre in order to get to the club, but for some reason I just didn't do that, alright? My brain didn't give me that idea. Anyway, it was really cool to see the club when I eventually reached it, deeply dehydrated. But when I went, just to be clear, it wasn't actually officially open. They were still doing bits as well as building out the clubhouse. It was a week before their grand opening. But the club and courts are great, and it's definitely going to be somewhere I go to more often for sure. Now around 5 or so minutes after I got there, Deep turned up, which was great. We got him introduced to everyone, then we made our way onto the court for the match. And as we dive into the highlights of the match with this ruthless first game from Rob and Sid, I just want to say how awesome it was playing with Deep. one of my channel's YouTube subscribers. Such a nice guy and someone who clearly loves his paddle. Deep, I'm really looking forward to seeing your progress and your journey unfold over the coming weeks and months. And after losing that first game to Love, we managed to hold to 15 with a great overhead from Deep, levelling up the match at 1-1. And this is where we started creating some early chances. Bit of luck there on the net cord, but it puts us now at 15-40 with 2 break points. Let's see what happens. What a great get from Sid. I wasn't anticipating him to even get the ball back. I switched off at the wrong time, hit it into the cage, and those guys ended up actually saving both break points, and they won the game to make it 2-1 in the first set. So now it's Deep on serve, and we really needed to hold here to stay competitive in this first set. Sid is super solid, and Rob really doesn't miss, and he's crazy clinical. Being a former top 800 ATP Tour tennis player is no joke. We got off to a bit of a shaky start in this tight first point, and we go down Love 15. But Deep steadies it with a solid overhead back to 15-all. We knew every point mattered at this stage, and they weren't giving us anything for free. At 15-30, Deep remains aggressive once again to make it 30-all. It's super tight now. We rejoin, finding ourselves at 30-40. Break point down, and just check out this epic play from Deep. Reading Rob's smash, forcing the error, epic stuff. We are still in it, back at deuce. But Rob and Sid, they just don't ease off. And on their advantage, with a volley in the net, they take it. We're 3-1 down now, and we're seriously under pressure. Thing is, I didn't think we were playing bad at all at this point. We remained as competitive as we could do, and we had our chances for sure. It's just a case of having that extra dose of focus at the right time to take advantage of these opportunities. At advantage to Rob and Sid here, it was quite clear though that they were able to. A great cross-court angle from Rob, an awesome boast Chiquita from Deep, but both Rob and Sid just remained consistent. They kept asking questions and then forced the error in the end. A volley long there for 4-1 to Rob and Sid, myself to serve. So an important game here to not fall 2 breaks behind. And myself and Deep before this game spoke about making sure we applied a little bit more pressure to one player more often in order to either force the mistake from them or create an opportunity to finish the point. Solid play from both of us here to make it 4-2. And rejoining now at 5-2, we had to hold serve here or we were going to lose the first set. And just to touch on how I personally felt overall, I felt good to be honest. It was a brutally hot day, which was impacting all of us, I think, but aside from a couple of silly errors, I was real happy with my movement and my shots overall. I've been working on my cardio heavily, and whilst there is still a way to go on that, as well as wanting to get leaner, I feel I'm playing looser than I ever have before, which is a great sign. We hold this one to make it 5-3 with a must-break game next. Rob to serve. And you know those games where a lot is riding on it and you want to do well, but you really don't? Yeah, we got absolutely trounced, losing the first set 6-3. We rejoin now at 1-1 in the second set, Deep serving, and we're break point down. We save it with the smash, but then we find ourselves back to another break point. And I managed to poach at the net for this one, which I should do far more often in my game. But then we find ourselves at another break point down. Let's see what happens here. A volley from Deep, followed up by a lob by Rob, pushing us both right back. Sid there with the Bandeka. I go for the Chiquita, but it's poorly executed really. I should have either got it more down to Sid's feet, gone down the middle, or lobbed. A drop shot from Sid which I reach, but straight to Sid. And that's actually my fault. That return from the drop shot from me shouldn't be going cross court, it puts Deep and me under pressure. I need to be playing that down the line to hold position. I didn't, and now we're a break down in the second set. And things just got worse for us from that point. We got broken again, and now we rejoin, fighting to stay in the match at 5-1 down. And whilst the scoreline doesn't reflect it, the match was much closer than what it suggests. We had multiple break points, a lot of games went to deuce, but we just weren't able to capitalise on anything that we created really, and that makes it tough to win matches when that is happening. Having said that, Rob and Sid played real well and were just too consistent for us on the day. And here at match point, they take it 6-3, 6-2. Massive shout out to those guys and of course to Deep for partnering with me. Great to play with a subscriber from the channel, and I look forward to playing with more of you as time goes on. Of course, if you've loved this video, drop me a like, drop me a comment, share this video even, but of course, always hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.